about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Welcome to the show. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53773. 888-77-JESSE. JESSE. Jesse. My biblical question. The biblical question is a doozy. Why don't you presume others innocent unless proven guilty? Why don't you presume others innocent unless proven guilty? Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And you have no excuse not to listen to the show live, no matter where you are and what you're doing. I know you can podcast, some do because they're busy. But even if you're busy doing what you're doing, you still can listen to the show. It is made possible by TalkStream Live. You can call on your iPhone or iPad, and you can hear the show live no matter where you are or what you're doing by calling 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. All right? Amazing. It is Thursday. And for some of the new listeners, you might not know, we take all calls. But on Thursday it's a Bible Company Thursday, Bible Thumper Thursday. And the reason Thursday was set aside for Bible Thumpers primarily is because a lot of Bible thumpers want to talk about the Bible and God and their beliefs, right? But it's difficult. It's difficult to communicate, so we set aside a time where we have a little bit more time to Bible thumper with them, because normally Bible thumpers, they have lost all sense of communication. In that, they'll ask you something about God or they'll make a statement about God, and they want you to respond, but by the time you respond, if you respond, they already just have another scripture in their head. And so they don't really respond. So we set aside a time because we love the Bible thumper too. Bible thumpers need help. Bible thumpers need help. And so, because their belief is like interesting, Bible thumpers believe that Jesus is God. They believe they have their own will. They have a free will. They believe that you can put the word in you by putting it in your head. They believe that believing about God is knowing God. Isn't that amazing? So we love the Bible thumpers. And that's why every Thursday is set aside for Bible Thumper Thursday. Oh, Lord.
It's a scene you don't expect to see at a Sunday church service, a fight in the pulpit.
It's a disgrace.
Whosoever therefore...
Let me hear you speak in tongue.
And I read the Bible cover to cover. Very, very close to my mom. A real mama's boy. You will emerge from that as an atheist.
What did you just say? Bible Thumper Thursday. 888-7753. 773-888-77 Jesse. I want to show you this really fast. It's interesting. Some of you might be aware now, some might not. It's possible, I guess, that Joe Biden called Trump supporters trash, garbage. Garbage. Isn't that amazing? And when he said it, I'm looking at this guy, and you can see that in him there's no love. No love. But when I heard him say it, or saw him say it, or looked like he was saying it, it sounded like it to me, I thought that, I realized that these people are desperate to win. They want to stay in power by any means necessary. But when Joe Biden said it, and when Big Mama Michelle was attacking and carrying on about Trump, and this empty female that's running, I realized that these people are no different than the average human being. I want you to smoke on this. Have you noticed that when things don't go your way, or when you don't get what you want from someone else, or when you get angry at someone for whatever reason, don't you call them names too? Don't you personally attack? Don't you go into an animal-like fighting mode? And when you saw this with Joe Biden, did it remind you of yourself? Or did you just say, oh, this is just a Democrat and it's just a political thing? Or did you realize it's all human beings, except for the few who are working on themselves now to overcome? Did you realize, wow, Joe Biden no different than me? I'm no different than Joe Biden. That's how I attack people. That's how I try to hurt people. Did you notice that about yourself? Or did you just assume it was Joe Biden and you judged him and felt good about your mess? I'm just wondering out loud. Did you pay attention to that? According to Sky News, so Donald Trump heard about it. And Donald Trump has sensationally spoken from inside a garbage truck as he took aim at Joe Biden following recent insulting comment delivered by the U.S. president. A lot. Watch this from Fox.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. And I have to begin by saying 250 million Americans are not garbage. Joe Biden's comments were the direct result of Kamala's decision to portray everyone who isn't voting for her, which is a lot of people, as evil and subhuman. And we know it's really what they believe, because look at how they've treated you. They treat you like garbage. They treat our whole country like garbage, with open borders, with all of the horrible things they've done to hurt our country.
Amazing. We played that soundbite yesterday. Did we have that soundbite when Joe Biden called the Trump supporters. I think we played it for you yesterday. I want to replay it now. Excuse me. Here it is, in case you missed it.
Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. He says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've.
And so a lot of people are wondering, how did Joe Biden get a laptop? Who set the laptop up for him? Some people are thinking that Joe is still mad at the fact that they took him out of the game and just put empty Camilla there. And Joe is still ticked about that. But do you see yourself in Joe Biden? Don't you do the same thing to other people? It's not just a Democrat thing, it's an evil heart thing. What these people are doing in attacking Joe Biden, President Trump and his supporters, it's the same thing you do in your own life. You attack other human beings, and you feel good about it because it makes you feel that you're okay. It's all of the heart, folks. I want you to see that so you can look at yourself and maybe overcome. Those that want to overcome it. I do know that most people don't want to. And but it's this political battle that's happening right now to keep the White House is very, very interesting. It is bringing out and showing all human beings. But if you're just looking at it in a political way and just thinking your side is right, this side is wrong, and vice versa, they think your side is wrong, they're right, you're just going to see it as that, and you're not going to see yourself. You don't just disagree with President Trump and President Trump supporters, you hate them. Or you don't just disagree with Kamala Harris or Joe Biden and his supporters, you hate them. You have taken politics like a personal identity for you. And somebody is messing with your false identity and you don't like it. It's interesting to see that, but it's every human being, except for those who started to wake up by forgiving, dropping the anger, and overcoming that nature. But it's every human being. That's why you can't trust human beings. So what Joe Biden said about Trump is what every human being does. If you want something really bad and you're not getting it, you attack. Even in husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, don't you attack one another when it doesn't go your way? You attack. You don't just walk away from it, or you don't express yourself without personal judgment. It's a spiritual battle, folks, and it playing out alive and well in this election time. When some people are saying that the White House says that President Biden did not call Trump supporter garbage, even though you just heard it. You just heard it, right? You saw him, you heard it. But they're like, oh, no, you didn't really hear what you heard. You didn't see what you saw. Watch this from Fox News.
The White House is standing by their statement saying that President Biden did not call Trump supporters garbage. Watch this.
Just to clarify, he was not calling Trump supporters garbage, which is why he this is why he wanted to make sure that we put out a statement that clarified what he meant and what he was trying to say. And so just want to make that very clear for folks who are watching.
House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer and House GOP Conference Chair Elise Stefanik are now accusing the White House of releasing an inaccurate transcript of Biden's remarks. So the White House transcript added an apostrophe to the word supporters to indicate that Biden was calling the joke made by a comedian during Trump's Madison Square Garden rally garbage and not his supporters overall. But House Republicans are not buying that explanation. They say, quote, instead of apologizing or clarifying President Biden's words, the White House instead sought to change them, despite them being recorded on video, by releasing a false transcript of his remarks. White House staff cannot rewrite the words of the President of the United States to be more politically on message. So now Comer and Stefanik are warning that White House officials may be in violation of the Presidential Records Act, and they are now demanding the White House correct that transcript. Guys.
Amazing. Amazing, huh? You know what the Great White Hope said about it? Forgive him. Forgive Joe Biden. He know not what he's doing. He know not what he said. Forgive him. And the president just moving on. He's on that narrow path. And he's untouched by what Joe Biden said. And as a result of being untouched by it, he knows how to use it to get his message across. Hey, I'm the right guy. We're going to save America. We're going to make America great. He's not, if you notice, he's not angry about it at all. Forgive him. He knows not what he's saying. The average person would never say forgive them. They know not what they do. It's so interesting to see this and to watch it at a distance, meaning like keeping a little space. And if you were paying attention to you would be shocked that you're no different. All the personal attacks, the name calling, the joy of seeing someone else suffer. It's you. It's every man and every woman. Human beings are evil. And you're not just happy to win this thing because you want to make this country better. It's an emotional, personal thing for you. You want to bring pain to your enemy. At least you think your enemy. What a mess. When will you wake up? When will you become one with yourself? If not now, when? It's just an election. And it's important in that we need the right man in there, of course. And in my opinion, it's the great white hope, Donald Trump. But it's all personal. I see people at the gym fighting with one another. Not like fist fighting, but yelling and screaming at one another and angry at one another over politics, over something that someone else is doing and saying. I'm like, are you insane? They're taking it as a personal identity. They have identified with being a Republican or being a Democrat. And then the ones, independent. The independent people are on a trip too. Because they think they're better. They really think they're better. Oh, I'm an independent thinker. If you ain't made up your mind by now, you ain't no independent thinker. But it's amazing to see human nature. Why do you take on the identity as a Democrat or Republican or independent? Aren't you tired of identities? Aren't you tired of living in a hell of identity? Why don't you lay down your identities and just be you? You identify with everything, even with animals. You kiss the dog and the cat. You give the dog a bath. And you love the dog. The dog died, you cry. I'm like, what the? But I mean, pay attention to that. Pay attention to you and see that Joe Biden is in every one of you. He's every one of you. He's every one of you. Your anger is no different than Joe Biden's anger, or no different than the Democrats toward the Republican and Republicans toward Democrats. Ain't no telling what's going to happen Wednesday morning when we wake up after the election or the night of. Normally you don't know it till the next day now, and not even then in some cases. But drop your anger. You don't need to be angry about this. Drop your anger. Anger is evil. You don't need to fight. Family members are fighting one another over this, over the politics things. You'll have a better time if you didn't take it personal, if you didn't identify with it, with anything really, but with this. Friendships so-called friendships are ending. Husband and wives are fighting over this. Even there's this so-called actress either implying or telling women to lie to their husband about how they're voting. You say you voted for Trump, but go into the booth and vote for this woman, whatever her name, Camilla, and but don't tell your husband. Isn't that amazing? Don't tell me the human heart is good. There's nothing good about human beings. Zero. Nothing good about human beings. Amazing. And Trump is an interesting guy in that Trump is being led, it appears, Trump is being led by a different spirit that even his supporters don't recognize. They know something is different about him, but they don't know what. It's amazing to see in a big way how Trump is dealing with the issues of life. It is absolutely mind-blowing. And you can do the same if you drop your anger. One other quick thing I want to show you. So, and all this is part of the ego too. It's the same. It's no different than this political race that's happening now. It's all ego and it's all evil. Are you telling me that you can't enjoy a team winning unless you burn down the city? Unless you destroy other people's property? Unless you break into stores and steal the stuff? If that's how you celebrate winning a stupid game, it's no different than politics, what's happening right now. It's the same spirit. It's evil. You get a thrill out of hurting one another in one form or another. The people who are doing what I'm about to show you, they get a thrill from it. They don't care what pain they bring up on the owner of the store. So according to this report, KTLA 5, as Dodgers fans took to the street of Los Angeles to celebrate the team's World Series win Wednesday night, a few criminals took advantage of the moment by looting stores. In one case, setting an empty bus on fire in the Echo Park neighborhood. Watch this from KTLA 5.
It was a party just outside Dodger Stadium last night. After that last out, fans cheering, waving flags, blocking the streets and lighting fireworks, celebrating after the Boys in Blue captured their 8th World Series title in franchise history. Several cars were seen doing donuts near the intersection of Sunset Boulevard and Vince Scully Avenue, kicking up heavy smoke as crowds of onlookers cheered. The LAPD ruling the gathering unlawful and ordering the crowd to disperse just before 10 p.m. Just a short distance from Dodger Stadium, a hostile crowd set an MTA bus on fire near the intersection of Sunset Boulevard and Echo Park. It happened shortly after midnight in the midst of those street celebrations. Fans were seen climbing on top of that bus, which police say was also tagged before it burst into flames. Investigators say no one was injured there. LAPD officers were seen in riot gear as they clashed with a large group of fans who took over the area, and at one point officers deployed foam bullets in unsuccessful attempts to disperse the crowd. It was just after midnight when the group left the area. This morning, some fans say they don't support those violent celebrations that are putting others in danger. They're urging crowds to celebrate responsibly and anxiously looking forward to tomorrow's parade.
Amazing. In one soundbite, they showed people looting the stores, a couple stores, running out with boxes of stuff. It wasn't in that soundbite, but they show you that. You still think that emotions are good? Do you still believe that emotions are normal? This is all thrill. And all human beings ever get from emotions, a false thrill of love, a false thrill of hate, a false thrill of excitement. And you call it fun. They showed people looting stores, running out. I guess we didn't have it on there because it looked like they were black. But isn't that amazing? Look what they're doing to the city over a dumb game. And then when all this is over, when they're done burning everything, they go home at night after all this and they cry. And they feel lost. They're home now and the thrill is gone. And reality is setting in. Now they feel lonely. Now they feel lost. They're not feeling that same excitement. They're feeling reality now. What do I do? It was excitement. It's a thrill to set the bus on fire and jump aboard the bus, and they have all the other thrill seekers with them. And then when it was done, they go home and cry. What a sad way to live, huh? And what's even worse about it, in my country, they promote emotions. Oh, cry. Let everybody cry. You're supposed to cry. It's human nature. Feel good. You're supposed to be feeling good. It's human nature. They're pushing evil and calling it good. And this is what you get. Those kids, not kids, but people that were doing that, burning and looting and carrying on, they're no different than the husband and the wife that fights. The boss and the employee that fights. The affirmative action people that are fighting for more stuff. It's the same spirit. When will you wake up? What's wrong with being free? 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Quick break. Back in a moment.
I just wanted to say that I've been listening to you for a few years now, and when you talk about the illusion of racism and how it's just a a divisive tool that the media uses, and it's just good and evil.
Yes.
And that's what we got to focus on. It really has changed my life. My perspective is totally different now. I'm more calm, I'm more peaceful. You know, when you talk about forgiving your mother and letting go of that hate, and it just transforms you. So I just want to thank you for that and let you know that, you really are doing God's work by waking people up with this message.
Amazing, Aaron. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sure. I can hear the angels in heaven singing right now. They're rejoicing. That's amazing. Stay with the silent prayer. Speak up, don't resent, and doubt every thought. And Aaron, you have not seen anything. Okay, welcome back. What a mess. When will you become one with self? Or do you love being divided? You love your hell. Every human being on this side of heaven is 2 hoops and a holler from becoming Joe Biden. or becoming a Republican that hate the Democrats. Why don't you question, why can't I be for this person and that person in a race like this, but not hate the ones that disagree with me? Why do I have to fight with the disagreeers? Who taught me I got to fight every battle? Who told you you need to stand up and fight and be strong or you're weak? Where did you get that fighting personality from? And why isn't it working for you? So, announcement. The Hake Report is coming up at 9 a.m. And James Hake is on fire from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. You don't want to miss it. And then at 11 a.m., right after the Hake Report, Joel Friday TV. He black. Joel Friday. Very interesting. Dealing with what's happening with Trump and the election and all that and the attacks. Also, brand new episode for tomorrow, if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, at 12 noon. On the brand new episode of the FallenState.tv. Very interesting discussion with Royce White. And Royce is a former professional basketball player who is currently running for Senate in Minnesota. Watch this.
Next time on The Fallen State.
I smoked weed the first time. I had a massive panic attack where I thought I was dying and having a heart attack.
You must have had some of that good weed. Do you create your own thoughts?
Can't have free will if the human mind doesn't have some agency.
The past or the future is just an illusion. It doesn't exist. Am I right?
No, you're not right.
Every human being that has anger is unconscious and they know not what they do.
Oh, no, that's a scapegoat. No, I'm not buying that at all.
That's the FallenState.tv Friday at 12 noon. Brand new episode. I guess Christ was lying when he said, forgive them, they know not what they do, huh? What the? Interesting. Why is it Christ said you know not what you do, but you think you know what you're doing? What the? Support the Fallen State right there, thefallenstate.tv/donate. Thefallenstate.tv/donate or locals.com. And then today, and Monday through Friday, the American Anchor Baby. Energy all over the place, everywhere. Energy all over the place. Nick, I was watching your show last night.
Oh, really?
Are you going to be doing movies on your show or something?
What the? You're going to what you know about movie night?
Yeah, are you doing that?
Well, not on my show, because then I'd be like pirating movies and showing them on my YouTube channel, which would probably be an amazing business plan if it wasn't illegal. But I have a little thing. I have a little social media thing called Discord, and people there, anybody who's a member of my Discord gets to be part of this movie night thing. And it's like through the computer, through the internet, but it's not streamed. You have to be part of this social media.
Oh, I see. It sounds interesting. Are you going to do it? Well, last night it sounded like something you might start if the people join.
Yes, I'm pretty confident we're doing that tonight. Tonight's the first movie night on Halloween.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
You going to do it tonight?
Correct.
Oh, amazing.
So if you go to my channel, American Anchor Baby, you should see it in my description, the link to join the Discord. Yep, there it is. You just click that link on my channel. And
where is it?
Well, you can't see it on screen.
Oh.
There's no other thing I can put. But just go to American Anchor Baby, and in the description of my channel is the link to that Discord.
Are you going to dress like garbage in a garbage bag?
Like a garbage man pilot or something.
Oh, yeah. There are people who are dressing in trash bags now. Like, since Joe Biden called them garbage.
Hey. It's not a joke anymore. We're just really
Discord
garbage.
link is bad on channel.
What did he say?
Discord link is bad on the channel.
Oh, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, Nick.
Lord.
According to Hake.
Well, let me fix that right away.
But he'll work on that. All right, so check him out. Isn't it going to be at 4 o'clock?
That's what I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And if you're part of my Discord, I'll let y'all know.
Nice.
Changing the link now.
Amazing. So, and Joel Fridays at 11, Monday through Thursday. You would think it would be Monday through Friday since his name is Friday, but Friday ends on Thursdays. Figure that one out. It's interesting. I hear people asking Joel Friday, he be like, have you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior? And it's interesting, Joel, his response to it. Oh, like, what the? Anyway, let me go to the busy Mamma Mia Hola Cicing phones. Jesse, did we ever get the soundbite where these people were looting last night after a stupid ball game? We don't have it yet?
I, in fact, just got a text from Derek telling me I have it.
Oh, okay. Are we able to play it or should I come back to it?
You got to give me a sec.
Okay, let me know. I'll come back. I want to show you every human being. Anyone that loves thrills, this is you. Because these people are looting and stealing and they get a thrill from it. It feels good to be looting. It's not their stuff. They're stealing it. Even with the media and camera on them, they're running. And the thrill of running, it's all about the thrill, emotions. And you say emotions are good. Oh, we're only human. Emotions are good. Emotions are from God. No, they're not. Even when you hooping and hollering and carrying on in your church, that ain't got nothing to do with God. You're worshiping evil and calling it God. What? How? If you're of the Father, what are you emotional about? Why are you emotional? Isn't that amazing? When will you take control of your own life and live your life? And wish everybody else well. Don't be angry at them. Let them live the life they want. This looting and stuff and fighting and being mad remind me of the men who believe that they need to go to court and fight for their children. And fight for their children. And they don't win at all, and they feel worse than they did before they started the fight. God said, let go, lay your weapon down, and I'll fight your battle for you. But the world have taught you to fight. And they said, if you don't go and fight for your children in the court, then you're no good. You're not a good dad. They're lying to you. Don't cut the baby in half. Why? It's all your emotional ego anyway. It's not really for the baby. It's for you. Because now you're going to feel good if you fought for it. And you can puff your chest up and tell the world you fought. Even though you didn't get it, you fought. Losing all your money, your time. Isn't that amazing? If you could just focus on you, working on you, your battle will be fought for you, and all things are possible. All things are possible. But you don't believe that because you really don't believe God. You believe about him, but not in him. And the world have taught you since day one you need to be fighting. You need to fight. And in your fight, you never win. But yet you still fight. You still fight. All right, I don't think we're going to ever get that clip, so I'm just...
I'm sorry, I have it right here.
You do have it? I told you, let me know.
I have it in the minutes you were talking. I got it ready, and I messaged you, but I should have just said I had it.
Oh, where you message? Oh, I see.
It's buried now.
My bad.
No, it's buried
No,
now.
my bad. I see it. It's ready. Oh, Hate said it's ready, not you.
Shall I?
So this is from last night, according to the report. They won a stupid baseball game or something. I guess the Dodgers won. And the so-called fanatics are more excited than the players. To the point they had to go and burn buses, at least one bus, break in people's stores and steal and loot. What did that have to do with winning? Wasn't the thrill of winning enough for you? No, they needed more. Watch this. This from KTLA?
From X. That's what Jake says.
Okay. This is after the game. What does this have to do with the game? Look at that. What does this have to do with the game, right? And they're being filmed and they don't even care. They showed this one woman running out of a store with boxes to her car. What a mess. All for the thrill of it. Thrill of it, thrill of it. All for the thrill of it, thrill of it. All for the thrill. You love your thrills. You get a thrill out cursing people out, laughing at people's pain, rejoices when you can gossip about others. You get a thrill because you're evil. And then the people who care about you doing that to them, you're really not doing it to them. They just think that you are because they don't know what's going on with themselves. But If ever. I needed you, Lord. We need you now. Let me go to first time call out of Los Angeles. Speaking of L.A., Jesse out of Los Angeles. Jesse, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Jesse, can we go to Super Chats? Super Chats! Super Chats.
Super. Jesse, your phone is not clear.
Super Chats.
Hold on, Jesse. Yeah, don't hang up. I'm going to let Jared clear it up. Super Chat.
Super Chat.
He remind me of his Super Chats.
BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. California Taco bought another coffee. Having children is neither good nor bad because neither of those options leads you to heaven or hell.
I don't even know how someone come up with that. Well, I know how the mind works, so they're in their head.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Like you said, avoid logic. Anyway, it's just another illusion/thrill. People say they want to have kids and to have a happy family, while others say, I have a perfect life. I don't want children. Both are just thoughts, since the only good path is the Father. Anything else will lead to death.
Amazing. Thank you.
Daniel in Texas, 3 coffees. Different Daniel in Texas. Jesus is God the Son. Titus 2:13-14. Looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great God and our Savior Jesus Christ, who gave himself for us, that he might redeem us from all iniquity and purify unto himself a peculiar people, zealous for good works. Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
Keep it piffy.
Thank you, Daniel in Texas.
And you still didn't prove that Jesus was God. What the?
Yep.
that didn't say anything about Jesus being God.
Julie from...
And you didn't have it piffy.
I know, and I read the whole thing, rewarding his lack of pithiness.
I know, that's why they don't have to do it, because you still read them.
Hake's such an enabler.
That's for sure.
Mama Hake. Mama with the good hair. Terrible.
Amazing.
Julie,
Thank you.
Julie from Connecticut, Eric's wife, bought a coffee. She claims, yes, you can detox from ADHD, Asperger's, and even autism by detoxing the liver, so says she. Our son is 95% better. Symptoms are not noticeable to anyone anymore. Mild symptoms appear to us rarely now during stressful times such as growth spurts. And she says it's caused by toxins and environment.
Oh, so Asperger is a disease? I mean, it's something you can detox?
According to her, I don't know. Far be it from me to spread misinformation.
Right.
But yeah, that's what she's saying.
So
she has a son.
Are you saying that Asperger is of the liver? I'm just now discovering that everybody and mama got Asperger, except for baby Jessica's daddy. But I didn't know it was something that you can clean yourself from and then it'll leave. Interesting, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Julie.
Another coffee from Julie from Connecticut, Eric's wife. A big hug and good luck to Justine, I think that's her name, from Bond on her move. We will miss hearing your voice and your amazing input. Amazing.
Thank you. Amazing.
I think it's Danielle. She does kind of sound like a Justine.
Oh, it's Danielle, not Justine. What the?
Could be. Bert from 5 Coffees. I used to look, sound, act like someone with ASD, autism. I have been diagnosed with it too, but my issues feel spiritual. Being stuck in the imagination can make you act weird/strange, in my opinion.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bert.
How come it seems like a whole bunch of millennials has it? Is it like,
I don't want to speculate.
Is it like the Chinese virus?
It's all the rage.
The anger.
Well,
what
that
do you mean by
I'm saying all the rage, meaning it's trendy. But yeah, it could be anger too.
Oh, Asperger is trending?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's trendy to have ADHD. Boys been weaponized, diagnosed. They've been weaponizing ADD against the boys. You know, they call them ADD just because they're hyper.
What a mess.
And so, yeah, it's a whole mess. And who knows what's going on with other stuff.
Yeah.
It's physical things. Nazar gave a very generous Cash App saying, wish I could give more.
Thank you. I appreciated it. Every bit helps. Thank you.
Fazul, 3 coffees from South Florida. Happy Halloween to Jesse and crew. Today, people are dressed as ghosts, goblins, wicked witches of the West, even vampires. In fact, back in the day, my ex was a vampire for real. Every chance she got, she'd sink her fangs right into my wallet. All in fun and have a glorious day.
Amazing. Thank you. Same to you. Appreciate it. Some people even try dressing as garbage bags.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or they'll have those reflective vests that garbage men sometimes wear.
Right.
So as not to get hit. Scotty Ben 1000 bought a coffee. Jesse, happy Halloween. What is your favorite childhood Halloween memory? Jack-o'-lantern emoji and ghost emoji.
Amazing. Right off bat, I can't remember anything. And I had a lot of fun going trick-or-treating and dressing up as a kid for Halloween. But I don't know right now what my favorite was. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But thank you. Happy Halloween.
Cactus Eater Bear gave a diamond. People say they have Asperger's to excuse rudeness.
Oh, yeah?
According to him. It checks out from my
amazing
taste.
Can we stop right there for a minute?
Sure. We have a few more. We'll read them later.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Amazing. I want to get a couple calls in before we come to a break here. Raymond is a first-time call out of California. Raymond, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, Jesse?
All is well, Raymond.
Hey, that's great. That's great. Hey, Jesse, I was just calling because I've been looking at your Bond channel a lot. And on there, you made a video about, well, actually, I was listening to you while I was driving to work. And you was talking about, weak men and men just not like, men talking too much about their problems to women. Like, why do men do that? Why do men think that's going to get them anywhere with women?
Right. A man is never, ever, 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 but never, never, never supposed to show his weakness to women. He's not supposed to tell her his problem because women are not created to handle. They can't even handle their own stuff. They definitely can't handle the man's stuff. And she resents him for it, and she judges him for the rest of his life. She can't help it.
You know what, Jesse? Man, I never knew that. And listen, I listened to that live you did. I didn't see you, but I just had it on audio.
Right.
And Jesse, I have listened to that stuff like 3 times. And you know what, Jesse? Nobody ever told me that. I was raised without a father.
Yeah.
Lesbian guardian. So I was always raised around women. And I do consider myself a man. I'm all a man from anatomy to the way I think. But Jesse, none of the men around me, from uncles to cousins to big cousins, they never told me that, Jesse, because we all was raised the same way.
Yeah.
We all didn't have no men around us. We just had women.
Yeah. Can you hold on, Raymond?
Yeah, I'll be here, Jesse. Go ahead.
Let me take a quick break. 888-77-JESSE. Top of the hour news break. Hate news, not the fake news. I'll be back in a moment. 2 more hours. Some Republicans are starting to pull their advertisements from Google or whomever, right? Because so many conservatives are being shut down, discriminated against, shadow banned, and all that kind of stuff. So conservatives are starting to fight back. It is happening to us too. I'm just taking it one day at a time. But you can go to JLPtalk.com and find all the ways to support us. You can check out rebuildingdemand.com and support our nonprofit organization. You can call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, and Sunny. And also, we have thefallenstate.tv. Ring the bell.
A whole lot of mess going on in the world. This is the end of hour 1 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Bible Thumper Thursday, October 31st. Happy Halloween, or unhappy Halloween. I disavow Halloween, whatever I'm supposed to do. 2024 AD. The lines are full, guys. JLP will be right back to your calls. But first, fake news, not fake news. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, reports, with 5 days left until Election Day, our greatest president, Donald J. Trump, and probably the worst so-called vice president in recent memory, cackling Kamala Harris, how embarrassing, a woman, both have viable paths to the White House, so says CNN. Polls show the race is neck and neck, please, and could be decided by small numbers of voters in a single battleground state, which does sound true. The candidates are focusing on 7 key states in their final campaign sprint. Whoosh, they're kicking it in. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada, North Carolina, and Georgia. Trump was in Wisconsin yesterday, where he broke out the props and seized on a garbled remark, they call it, garbled remark by crooked Joe Biden, the so-called president, who should be 25th Amendmented and replaced by cackling Kamala Harris, that seemed to insult Trump voters as garbage. Biden denied calling Trump supporters garbage, but Biden called Trump a loser. He said, "You're a loser." Remember that? So he's a vicious person. Saying his comment on a call on Thursday had been misinterpreted. What a phony. And the World Series, Los Angeles Dodgers won their 8th World Series title in franchise history. That's baseball, pro baseball. It's lame because it's been turned feminist and anti-racist and dumb stuff. First since 2020 on Wednesday night, first win of the World Series. Los Angeles rallied back, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Shout out to superstar Shohei Ohtani. He has the biggest contract, right, in baseball history. He's that Japanese guy. So shout out to him. Major excitement in Japan, and he got major ratings, so good for him. And you heard about the riots and looting in L.A. after they won over in Yankees Stadium. And the economy. Several so-called economists and officials have told Commie Nonsense Network that the economy has finally pulled off a soft landing, in which inflation is tamed without a recession. They didn't want to call it a recession. An exceptionally rare achievement. GDP, gross domestic product, keyword gross, which measures all the goods and services produced in the economy. It expanded at an annualized rate of 2.8% in the third quarter. The Commerce Department said that on Wednesday, whatever that means. It's slightly weaker pace than the second quarter's 3% rate and above the 2.6 rate economists projected, blah, blah, blah. And the economy supposedly added a whopping 254,000 jobs in September, if you believe that. I don't know if I believe that, because don't they tend to amend the numbers? They overestimate how good it was to make themselves look good, and then you get so that way they have the headlines and the media complies like suckers, making suckers of suckers. Anyway, the Federal Reserve's inflation is a whisper away from the Federal Reserve's 2% target. And consumer confidence jumped this month by the fastest clip since March of 2021. All signs of a robust economy, so says Commie Nonsense Network. Maybe people are thinking that Trump is going to win, and so they're optimistic. And speaking of optimism, North Korea conducted an intercontinental ballistic missile test today. That's also called ICBM. Awesome. A launch believed to achieve the longest flight time yet for a North Korean missile. Japanese authorities reported the missile flew for about 86 minutes. That's almost an hour and a half. And a possible altitude of 4,350 miles. Wow, that's